we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll toss this out right to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is, even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands, and he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Walker is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Walker once more.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Hey, what we got? Let's get it. Let's go. Pay attention. Pay attention. Dig in. Let's go. Let's go, man. It's a big one now. It's a big one. Do your thing. All right, go get him now. It's showtime, baby. Stay loose. Stay loose.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Stafford on 3rd down.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
No gain on the play there, second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Akers.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
They'll run here with Akers.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Akers is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Geno. He hits his target, Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap for Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flushed out right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Gino on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Come on, let's go.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Stafford.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And this is caught at the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Stafford looks to throw again.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
64 yards on the ground for him so far.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Akers again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the interception, here's Smith. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Geno. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Geno now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Metcalf.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yeah, that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
It's game time.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
Gets around him. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 18-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
3rd and 2, Smith.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Going right back to Fant.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
They gotta walk that walk, baby. Let's walk, baby. Let's do this, man. Whatever it takes, go get it. Oh, man. Boy.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He starts with a give to Akers.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
A give up the middle to Akers.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense.
Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Stafford now to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now it's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Second down and 3.
Back to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They snap it to Stafford.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.